Good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
So we are here together to remember our unity. We are one mind, one power, one light, and one love. Let's know that together. One mind, one power, one light, one love. One mind, one power, one light, and one love. I am beginning to see everything I can be when I claim the truth of my divinity. One mind, one power, one light, one love. Let's know it all again. One mind, one power, one light, one love. One mind, one light, one power, one light, one love. I am beginning to see everything I can be when I claim the truth of my divinity. One mind, one power, one light, one love.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Divine wisdom, love, and strength guide me to freedom. While I may not be able to control what is happening around me, I have the power to choose my response. Even though it may seem paradoxical, assuming complete responsibility for my reactions and choices is the key to my freedom. No one and nothing can make me feel a certain way. Living from this awareness gives me the power to create my life from the inside out. I choose my thoughts, my words, and my actions. If I don't like what my life is showing me, I have the power to make new choices. I do not squander my spiritual freedom. Other people and worldly situations have no control over me. Taking full responsibility for my life, I am free to create my future by living from my divinity. Let's say that last line together. I am free to create my future by living from my divinity. Again, I am free to create my future by living from my divinity. Again, I am free to create my future by living from my divinity. And so it is. Amen.
And so it is. If you're willing and able, please stand. And let's sing together. Here in this time, here in this place, here we are, standing face to face. Here in this time, here in this place, here we are standing face to face. Here in our hearts, here in our lives, our God is here. Here for the broken, and here for the strong. Here in this temple we belong. Here in our hearts, here in our lives, our God is here. And we cry, holy, holy, holy are you. We cry, holy, holy, holy and true. Yes, we do believe our God is here. Our God is here. Let's know that again together. Here in this time, here in this time, here in this place, here we are standing face to face. Here in our hearts, here in our lives, our God is here. Here for the broken, here for the strong. Here in this temple we belong. Here in our hearts, here in our lives, our God is here. And we cry, holy, holy, holy are you. We cry, holy, holy, holy and true. Yes, we do believe our God is here. Our God is here. And we cry, holy, holy, holy are you. We cry, holy, holy, holy and true. Yes, we do believe our God is here. Yes, we do believe. Yes, we do believe our God is here. Our God is here. Our God is here. Take those God selves of yours and go give somebody a hug, wish them a happy Sunday, a fist bump, whatever you're doing. Whatever you're doing these days.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
If you missed a few hugs, you can get some later at our hospitality. Welcome, everybody, to Unity Center of Norwalk. I'm Reverend Teresa Krisky, and I'm your platform assistant today. And our speaker today is Reverend Krista Erickson. And of course, we have our Reverend Spiritual Director, Kenneth. Yay. I see a few people have come back a second time. Welcome back. Good to see you. Now, are you here for the first time?
I am.
Well, welcome. Welcome. We know you could have been doing anything today, and you decided to come up here with us, so we're so grateful. Thank you. So,
Let's sing the song of gratitude. Why not? I am so grateful, so grateful. I am grateful for all the love that I have. I am so grateful, so grateful. I am grateful for all the love that I have. Everywhere I look and every face I see is love reflected, shining back to me. I just give thanks for all these simple things, the joy and peace that gratitude brings. That's why I'm grateful, so grateful. I am grateful for all the love that I have. I am so grateful, so grateful. I am grateful for all the love that I have. Every day I wake before I open my eyes, I count my blessings and I realize life is a miracle when I see it that way. I focus on the beauty, that's why I've got to say that I'm grateful, so grateful. I am grateful for all the love that I have. I am so grateful, so grateful. I am grateful for all the love that I have.
And feel that gratitude for everything, for all that is right now. And so it is. Amen.
Be still and know that I am God. Let's now. Be still and know I am God. Be still and know I am God. Be still, be still, be still and know I am God. Let's know that I am love. Be still and know I am love. Be still and know I am love. Be still, be still, be still and know I am love. I am joy. Be still and know I am joy. Be still and know I am joy. Be still, be still, be still and know I am joy. As we sing this last verse, Teresa's going to light our Christ candle during that verse, but be still and know again that I am love itself. Be still and know I am love. Be still and know I am love. Be still, be still, be still and know I am love. So through prayer and meditation, we are aligning our heart-mind with God, and we do so by doing our God vibration, which then will take us into a meditation that Reverend Krista will come up and lead us in. But let's just take the word God, and we breathe, and all we do is go like this. God. Nice. Let's take a deep breath and know it again. God. one last time.
And let's just take a moment to remember that we are one with God, that we have the hearts of divine love, we have the minds of divine wisdom, we have the lives of divine life. Since the divine is not a person but a principle, we are made in divine image. That love principle, the wisdom principle, and the life principle, they are our nature. We identify ourselves as these principles, and we claim divine identity. So claim your divine identity. In this moment, whether that's love or wisdom or life itself, feel that within. And let's just go within and meditate on that divine principle. We are all walking, talking, feeling, loving, expressing divine, the divinity within us. So as you come back, take another deep breath as you remember your oneness with God, and carry that with you through the rest of the day. And don't forget it. And so it is.
You are seen, you are heard, you are loved for who you are. You are enough, you are complete. You are loved. You are loved. are seen, you are heard, you are loved for who you are. You are enough, you are complete, you are loved. You are loved. You are loved. I am seen. I am heard. I am loved for who I am. There is nothing I need to change. I am loved. I am loved. I am loved. So when I sing, I am loved, can y'all know? I am loved. I am loved. What do you sing? I am loved. Good, and I may change up the words on the bottom, but you still sing, I am loved. No matter what, yeah? Does that work? Can you know that you're loved today? Can you? There we go. Yeah, well, you can. Oh, see, some of you even did it musically, so that's great. I am seen. I am heard. I am loved for who I am. There is nothing I need to change. I am loved. I am loved. I am seen. I am heard. I am loved for who I am. I am enough. I am complete. I am loved. I am seen. Loved. I am heard. I am safe. I am enough. I am worthy. I am loved.
Thank you, Kenneth. I feel loved after that song. Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. I'm setting a timer today because we don't have a clock up yet, and also because I wrote this at about 3 o'clock this morning. I had a whole other sermon ready to go, and I realized it was not today's sermon, so I'm a month ahead for next month. But so to keep myself from rambling too much, I'm going to set an alarm. Not an alarm, but a stop clock. All right, here we go. I'm Reverend Krista Erickson. If you don't know me, thank you all so much for being here today. It really means the world to me. Whether you're here in person for the first time, the 100th time, the second time, the third time, or online, I appreciate it. So, why do we come to church? What's the point of being here? What brought you up the stairs? You know, I've been thinking this a lot lately with all the change going on. Like, why? What is it about church? And for me, and maybe for some of you, it's not really about the learning, because there are so many books out there that you can learn from. If you want to know the Bible, read the Bible. If you want to know Science of Mind, read the Science of Mind. If you want to know Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, read their books. Listen to a podcast. Watch a documentary. There's so many options out there for us to learn. So coming here isn't really about learning, right? It's about community. It's about coming together. Because yes, while I hope that you do learn something while you're here, this isn't your only avenue of learning, but it is the only avenue to learn in community with like-minded people. And that's what makes this spiritual center so important for all of us, I hope, right? So I have a question for you, and I want to see a raise of hands. Who here considers themselves to be a law-abiding citizen? Or non-citizen, Manya? Law-abiding citizen. Okay. Hopefully everybody. If you didn't raise your hand, I need to hear a story later. Okay, now I have another question that I want an answer to. Who here has rolled through a stop sign when you didn't think anybody was around? Or just not stopped at all, right? So, you think you're law-abiding, but when nobody's watching, you're not abiding by the law. The same thing happens with spiritual law, too. Right, so we come here to learn spiritual law, that there's one God, one divine presence, one thing back of all things, no matter how, it's like one of the things that I loved because, I studied a lot of religions, including some religions with multiple deities in it. But my question was always, well, who created them? Like, every day, if you ask yourself, well, who created that? And who created that? And who created that? Eventually, you have to get to one thing. And we call that one thing God. And we don't pretend to even really understand what that thing is. God is just the word that, society has deemed appropriate to describe it, because how else do you describe something that created everything? And part of God is the spiritual laws, which is that there's love, there's abundance. There is no limit to anything. In fact, there is a quote that I want to read. This is from Reverend Linda Martella Whitsett in the book How to Pray to God, How to Pray Without Talking to God, which I've recently read because of Teresa's prayer class. And in fact, the meditation I did, that was from her book as well. It wasn't meant as a meditation, but I loved it so much, I just kind of felt it needed to be said. But anyway, so she says, in the same way that we mature humanly by realizing increasingly our human capabilities, we mature spiritually by expressing increasingly our divine nature. So Charles Fillmore taught, it is your mission to express all that you can imagine God to be. Let this be your standard of achievement. Never lower it, nor allow yourself to be belittled or by the cry of sacrilege. You can attain to everything you can imagine. If you can imagine that it is possible to God, it is also possible to you, because we are created in divine image. We get to practice that here in community. It's hard when you go out into the real world sometimes. It's hard when you're going to the grocery store and you're stuck behind like what seemed like the shortest line but ends up being the longest line. I have a knack for that. Like that is if I have a special talent, that's my special talent. I always pick the slowest line. But you know what? It's given me a lot of opportunity to practice patience, let me tell you. But here, when we're with like-minded people who believe in the same thing, we get to remind each other how good we are. We get to remind each other how loved we are, how important we are, how useful we are. Out there, it's another story. And that's why coming here is so important. Because we get to lift each other up and uphold each other to our highest selves. It's really difficult to come here in this space and to complain about something. It happens. I've done it. Trust me, I know. But there's always somebody that says, yes, but look at how far we've come. But look at what we've done. Look at what we've learned. Look at what we've been taught. No matter how, like this past week, it was really, it was something else here. It looks great today, but on Tuesday we had ceiling tiles falling down from the rain and water was leaking out of the light fixtures. And it was, and the city has suddenly decided that they're no longer going to pick up our trash on the side of the street unless it's in a bin. And we've never used a bin. For years, we've never used a bin. We just put our bags outside and they take it, and not anymore. So it was just one of those weeks where it seemed like every time we took a step forward, it was like 3 steps back. And it was like, come on, God, what's going on? But you know what happened? I called Manya. We called Betsy. Teresa was a part of it. We banded together and we got it taken care of. In the rain, me and Teresa and Manya and Tim, we were carrying trash bags to the dumpster out back. Don't tell Ford. And the Goodwill. That's right. Yes, we shared the wealth of trash. But we didn't leave it on the street. But that's part of the community, right? Is going through the good and the bad together. And I came in here today and the ceiling looks great. The lights have been cleaned out. We have ceiling tiles. We're not dripping water anymore. There have been improvements made. And it's just one more step forward into like the growth of our spiritual center, right? We're all having growing pains throughout life. And I think this building is having some growing pains right now too, but we're helping her along. So community keeps us honest and it keeps us on the right path, because when I've started to complain, like I said, there's always somebody that says, well, stop it. Let's look for the silver lining. Let's look for the bright side. And that's what doing the work is. Who's heard that term before? You got to do the work, right? Yeah. Who knows what the work is? Got 2.5 hands, maybe 3.5. My mentor, the woman who brought me into this religion, Reverend Ana Maria Lopez. Oh, that dear woman. I don't know how she ever put up with me. I would sit with her and I would cry and complain and whine. And she'd say, Krista, you're not doing the work. And I would say, Anna, what is the work? She said, I don't know. I can't tell you that. You have to figure that out on your own. And oh, that made me so mad. I hated that answer. I had to actually figure it out, but that's the work. Figuring it out for yourself is the work. Because the work is doing whatever it is that you personally have to do to be a better person. For some people, that may be something as simple as taking a breath when you're feeling overwhelmed. I've been doing that a lot lately. It could be finding the silver lining in a situation instead of ruminating on the bad. It could be creating healthy boundaries with somebody who's not feeding your soul the way that they should be. The work is internal. All spiritual work is internal. It's something that we have to do for ourselves. It doesn't matter how many sermons you listen to or books that you read. You have to be able to actually apply what you're learning to your life if you want to express your divinity. You have to live your faith. You know, there's the term Sunday Christians. I grew up as a Sunday Christian. Went to church every Sunday. My mom was even a Sunday school teacher. Went to all the, like the summer camps and all the holiday things. But at home, we never prayed at home. We didn't pray over dinner. We didn't even talk about God over dinner. In fact, at this point, I'm the only person in my family with any religious affiliation whatsoever. They've all just kind of given it up for their own various reasons. But that translates to us too. Are you coming here just listening to the sermon and then going about your day without actually applying the principles that we teach here at Unity? Because if you are, then you're not doing the work. If you walk out these doors and you're not seeing love all around you, you're not doing the work. If you walk out these doors and you're yelling at service workers or you're honking at slow drivers, or you're not doing the work. If you're not practicing the presence, you're not doing the work. The work is the most important part of a spiritual path. And we, as community, get to do this together. A.W. Tozer, I don't know if I'm saying that last name correctly. He's a Christian pastor from the early 1900s, and he wrote, "We cannot pray in love and live in hate and still think that we are worshiping God." Isn't it? Isn't it great? No, I love it. We cannot pray in love and live in hate and still think we are worshiping God. Isn't that powerful? That's doing the work. So, another quote I want to share is Ralph Waldo Trine. This is not Ralph Waldo Emerson. Trine came about 60 years after Emerson. And he says, to get up each morning with the resolve to be happy is to condition the circumstance instead of being conditioned by them. So we can condition the circumstance instead of being conditioned by the circumstances. That is also doing the work. So I know when I walk through this door, whether it's Sunday morning or Tuesday or Saturday or whenever, I come in gratitude. I don't always come in joy. That would be a lie for me to say that, especially after this week. But I always come in gratitude. And it's not just the space that I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for all of you. Because this space wouldn't be here without all of you. It would be me at home reading my bookcase full of spiritual books, which would feed me intellectually, but it wouldn't feed my soul. You feed my soul. Community feeds my soul. And I hope it feeds yours as well. I hope that's part of why you're here, because we create a safe space for that. We come here to be reminded of our oneness of God so that we can continue to do the work that we must do. And eventually, when you get to the point that it's not so hard to do the work for yourself, then we can do it for others. Sean actually reminded me of something really important this week that I needed to hear. He said, not everything has to come from you. It can come through you. Meaning that sometimes we don't have to do everything. Sometimes we are just the avenue for something to happen through. Sometimes just putting an idea out there allows somebody else to step in and to actually do the doing. And that works with us as well. So in Hebrew, the book of Hebrew 10, this is 24 through 25, it says, let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together as some are in the habit of doing. There's some shade being thrown there. But encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching. So let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deed, and encouraging one another. That's doing the work. That's coming together as a community. That's what community means. It's not just sitting in the chairs and listening. It's actually helping each other out. Whether that's spiritually, mentally, physically. It is shocking what a hug can do, right? That's one of my favorite parts of service, is we get to hug and say good morning, happy Sunday, how are you? Something as little as that could mean the world to somebody. It can change somebody's total week. Being recognized as a divine being. Being looked at and held in love and respect can absolutely change somebody's mindset. It can change somebody's life. It's those simple acts. That's the work. So I'm just so happy that we get to come here and be together in commUNITY. Here in unity. Thank you, Michael, for that. He actually told me about that. If you look at the title, it's the COMM in little case and unity in big. Because you can't have community without unity. And that has really, really shown these last few weeks. I feel like we have come together so well. And look at what we've done. And there's still more work to be done. And we're going to continue to do it. And we are going to continue to thrive together because we are unity. Thank you so much for being here today and for uplifting me. I appreciate all of you. So it is.
And so it is indeed. Thank you, Krista. In choosing sort of songs for this week, even as I was thinking of community, I was thinking sort of in terms of sort of what that meant to me, this community. And that's why I did that. I am loved, and I am seen, I am heard. Because I think part of that in our sense of community is that we are seen. We're seen as the God beings that we are, rather than the personalities that we necessarily have. How many people at your work see you as the God being that you are? And how many times do you feel seen at your workplace, or seen by your family, or by your spouse even sometimes? But knowing that this is a place where we strive to see you for who you are, how you were created, not necessarily just how you forgot and how you're behaving. And also tied to that was this idea that in our gratitude sections, your good news, your gratitude is what I'm grateful for too. And that's why when we share, we hear things echoed back to us by other people. And that is what creates community in those times together. We are connected by the heart. Where do you end and where do I start? Anything you pray for, if fear is in your way, I am here to listen to anything you need to say. Your prayer is my prayer too. Your prayer is my prayer too. Whatever you feel, I feel too. You're a part of me, and I'm a part of you. Your prayer is my prayer too. My prayer too. I hear the worries that are in your way. There's nothing I can do to take your pain away, but I'll help you reconnect to that voice deep inside. Let angels wrap you in their love, and let Spirit be your guide. Your prayer is my prayer too. Your prayer is my prayer too. Whatever you feel, I feel too. You're a part of me, and I'm a part of you. Your prayer is my prayer too. My prayer too. Can you echo that after me? Your prayer is my prayer too. Your prayer is my prayer too. Whatever you feel, I feel too. You're a part of me, and I'm a part of you. Your prayer is my prayer too. Look at the person next to you. Your prayer is my prayer too. Look at the person on the other side. Your prayer is my prayer too. Your prayer is my prayer too. My prayer too. And that's why we have community. One of the many reasons. One of the many, many reasons. Thank you, Krista, for being our Reverend today. Thank you, Teresa, for being our platform assistant. Thank you, Mr. Tim Erickson back there on lights and sound. Somebody greeted. I saw Gabe in and out. I saw somebody else. Who's the official greeter today?
No, there was no official.
Okay, the official greeter is Gabe. We will be discussing that momentarily. We got Manya doing hospitality today. Thank you. Our board member on duty today, I believe, is Nancy Sinacori. Thank you. We've got Steve Bustamante on our YouTube live stream today, which is also being posted on our Facebook some way, shape, or form. I'm not sure how it's all happening, but it's all happening one way or another. Michelle Kripek is our prayer chaplain and available to pray with you, as is Teresa or Krista or whomever, myself, whatever. If you need prayer with somebody, instead of just, sometimes you just need to voice it and have it echoed back to you in a unity kind of way. And so that's what we're here for, that sense of community and how we serve and are served in return. So thank you, Joyful Noise, for showing up, for singing, making music, and so let's do our offering.
Let's do our offering, yeah. So this is a time that we have an opportunity to give. So go into your hearts and see what it is that's yours to give. And the prayer that we say at this time is divine love flowing through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Please say that with me. Divine love flowing through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. So you're going to get a red bag and a blue bag, and the blue bag has the affirmations that you could take one, and the red bag is for your offering.
I am so grateful for this life I have to live. Oh, and I am so grateful for all I have to give. For I live in a world of abundance, in a true never-ending source from above. Yes, I live in a world of abundance, with a life overflowing and a heart full of love. Yes, I live in a world of abundance, in a true never-ending source from above. Yes, I live in a world of abundance, with a life overflowing and a heart full of love. Oh, I live in a world of abundance, in a true never-ending source from above. Yes, I live in a world of abundance, with a life overflowing and a heart full of love. With a life overflowing and a heart full of love.
Oh, so say thank you. Thank you for the overflow of abundance and prosperity that flows through each of our lives, that flows through this community. We are so blessed by each other, by commUNITY, and by these offerings that have come through and to us. And so it is. Amen.
And so it is. Yay! Yay. Thank you for your sharing of your gifts, of your tithes, all that good stuff. Bills got to be paid, all the things have to be done. And we're grateful for all the gifts that you give. Today we're having some potluck after service, and then there's a new member orientation that Teresa is going to be doing.
And can I have a show of hands of anybody who's staying for that? Okay, excellent. 3, 4, 5. Okay, great. Thank you.
So that will be happening after the service, and we'll get some food, and then we'll get started when Teresa starts to see if there's a consensus of people to do it, and we'll do it then. But official start time is 12:30, so you got plenty of time to visit. Then tonight is our New Year's Eve dinner dance at 6:00 at Cole's Pizza. Who's for sure already signed up and paid and going? Great. And there's still room. If you want to go, you can go. It's $60. It includes pizza and wings and soft drinks and salad and a DJ and dessert. Was that
And
a question or
community.
a statement? And dessert and community and a chance to dance and laugh and have a good time. It's literally like you could walk there in 4 minutes. Even the slowest of you could probably walk there in 4 minutes. It's really close. So come and join us at 6 o'clock for that. And then on Tuesday, January 30th, Lydia is going to be back to do a drum circle here, which is very exciting. And that is coming up soon. And then on Sunday, February the 11th, we are having our annual meeting after the service. So the annual meeting will be right after the service. We will be... you'll be getting an email with the updated bylaws. So just be checking. You'll be getting an email with the updated bylaws. And in addition to that, it will also have the minutes from the last annual meeting a year ago. The minutes will not be read at the actual annual meeting. So read them ahead. They will be voted on to be approved. So it would be lovely if you read them ahead of time. If you forget, just read them in the morning on the way here, or read them during the little bit of fellowship before we start the annual meeting. There will be time for you to review them in case you have forgotten. But that is there, and we will also have potluck that Sunday because we stick around for the meeting. It's nice when we have a good spread of something to eat, and we will announce our minister of record, who is going to be joining us as our Unity minister of record. We'll be attending monthly board meetings, who will be speaking here quarterly through Zoom. It'll be an interactive Zoom, so it's not just watching a video, but it's watching a video, being able to interact so that they'll actually be a part of our community in that sense, even though they're not physically in this area. So looking forward to that as well. Open mic, as always, is the third Saturday of every month. Emily Mikesell is going to be our featured entertainer. If any of you went to Reverend Yolanda's shows back in the day when we had fiddle and banjo and all that other stuff, Emily was often playing the fiddle for that, and she's been coming into my dance classes, and we've been reconnecting, and she lives up here, so she's going to come and be our featured entertainer on February the 17th, and then Betsy will have some more simple wisdom of that healing energy, Reiki, and all that good stuff coming up on the third Tuesday of every month as well. So lots of opportunities to join and participate. And one of the ways is it's birthday Sunday. So anybody who has birthday in January? Anybody that's here? Krista. And I'm sure there are other people. One thing also that we're really hoping to do in this sense of building community is really being aware of when people have birthdays or special occasions or things that we want to celebrate, and making sure that we as a community also acknowledge that. So we say our unity blessing, which is we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ as you. Got it? We love you, we bless you, appreciate, and behold the Christ as you. Let's give Krista that unity blessing, and you can take it in. Here we go. We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ as you. And so it is. And you're probably not the only one, but you're here. You're representing all of them in the process. So yeah, that's it. Those are our announcements. Anything we've forgotten? No? Good. So we let's stand up.
Stand on up.
We'll let Teresa lead us out in our prayer for protection, and then we'll all say it with
So
her
the
as
prayer
well.
for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Let's all say it together. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
With each step we're moving higher. With each step we're moving on. With each step we're moving higher, onto higher ground. With each step we're moving higher. With each step we're moving on. With each step we're moving higher, onto higher ground. Blessed are we peacemakers. Blessed are we peacemakers on this journey day to day. On this journey day to day, we shall live immersed in love. We shall live immersed in love as we seek the highest way, as we seek the highest way. With each step we're moving higher, with each step we're moving on. With each step we're moving higher, onto higher ground. With each step we're moving higher, with each step we're moving on. With each step we're moving higher, onto higher ground.
As you leave today, do something nice for your community. Give somebody a hug, tell them that they're loved, tell them that you see them. And so it is. Amen.